Welcome to the Artistry Creates the World. I'm with the artist.
Nadine Lafond.
So I can't say that like that.
Est-ce que c'est amusant?
Mine comes out straight. So
Sorry.
let's talk about flow.
All right.
And flow, how it relates to art.
To me, flow is transmission. It's being a vessel for the energy that is art. I think art itself is one energy, and it shape shifts, right? It for me anyway, it can become music one moment, and the next day it's visual, and the next day it's movement. So there's one art, and it represents itself in these different ways. And I think I'm in flow when I'm listening, and I'm willing to get out of the way and allow it to come through. And I call that transmission. So when that's happening, it can show up at any random time, and if I'm open to it, then it becomes the next painting, the next piece of music, the next conversation.
Right. So what happens when we're not open to it?
We shut ourselves off, and we're not accessing our highest potential. I think that's the reason that we're here in the first place. Being on this plane at all. I'm learning that day after day after day. When I'm really listening, I find that those moments when I shut off and I don't allow myself access to that moment, then I'm actually shutting off my potential.
Shutting off the flow.
Shutting off the flow.
So we started at flow.
Yeah.
So what do you think there are some things that make it actually easier for us to shut off flow, where we should be able to flow, but we find ourselves
Unable.
consciously unable, consciously, unconsciously shutting off the flow, unable.
I'm going to try not to ramble because I feel like
No, I'm gonna stop you. I told you we're doing
You're gonna stop?
we're doing it short.
Thank you for
This
that.
is short. We're gonna stop you.
Okay.
I'm gonna interject you.
Because we'll be
I'm
here
gonna
for 3
interject.
days. We'll be here for
Why
3
that?
days.
No, we won't.
Okay. I think the times that when we shut off the flow is when we're not being honest with ourselves. Like when we're like BSing ourselves, when we're full of it.
Not being honest.
We're not being honest. When we're afraid, because I've heard so much, that it's either we're working.
I just want to hold that thought.
Yeah.
So when I interviewed Jerry Gant like this, he also banged the table like an artist. So don't bang the table like an artist. So go ahead. If you could pick up.
Thank you, Jerry.
Nice.
I think that when we're not being honest with ourselves, then we can't even see the boulders, the
hindrances,
blockages that we actually put in front of ourselves. We're not even aware of the ways that we set ourselves up, to lock out transmission, because we're not open enough to what's actually happening. I think that if anything it blocks the flow, it's fear. And when we're not courageous enough, to see ourselves fully, then that's just
that's it.
A recipe, for shutting off what is meant for us. The best, resources possible is just there waiting.
We're gonna stop you there. Interject.
Okay.
The courage. I love that idea. We're not courageous enough to go against systems that we know are diametrically opposite to our intuition, our flow, and our spirituality.
That's for sure.
And so I love that you're reminding the people that it's a simple acts of courage every day.
Yep.
So
It's everything, as a matter of fact. That's how art is created. That's how love is transmitted. That's how anything that is meant to be the greatness of ourselves, like to fulfill our highest potential as human beings, is the job here. That's what we're doing here. And it takes courage for that. So it's defying the fear. Courage is not, doing things when you feel like doing it, or when you're excited to do it, or it's easy. It's when you're scared and your knees are quaking and you do it anyway. It's when you're worried about what somebody's going to say and you do it anyway. It's one of the great lessons that I walked away from this whole week. The lesson that Jerry Gant left for me, that I keep, within, and that I'm using at this very moment. The fact that I'm even here, speaking on the camera. I'm so, I'm so chill and so quiet, and I go into hermit mode so I can, perfect this, that, and the other thing. And it's because he demanded that I be about it, and always wanted to know what I was working on, and I want to see it, and I want to hear about it. It was just a way of him saying like be here and do the work and accept the moment, take the challenge of this moment, whether it's creative or just energetic, whatever it is, and connect with it and be it fully right now. And there's courage to that. You have to go beyond the voices inside, most of which aren't our voices anyway.
Ooh.
To get through all of that and just access what we really are, what belongs to us, or the potential to be, what we can, I think what we actually have access to is so beyond what our understanding right now. If we understood truly, what connecting to, scientists would say, the energy field, religious people would say, God, or, spiritual people would say the source.
Well, I like that.
Whatever.
Energy field was the Holy Spirit. Ooh.
All of it, whatever you want to call it, just tapping into
Interesting.
Potentiality, right? The unmanifested. To go into that space, as the ancestors would say, prior to Egypt, Kush, even prior to that, just understanding that I've said this often lately. It's just been coming to me over and over again. We are a component of all that is, therefore we manifest as is manifest.
Thank you.